Bob and Jack with you. Lance rejoins us as well. So now we're going to talk about hitting and a dynamic hitter in Juan Soto. As he comes to the Yankees, what are his strengths or tendencies?
Yeah, his tendency is to hit the ball to center field in the opposite way, particularly against right-handed pitching. He really likes hitting away from his body, extending away from his body, and taking the pitch out there. But the key thing, and we can unpack this a little bit, when you're putting together a report as to how to pitch to him, everything should be placed inside. Four-seam fastballs in the inner third of the plate, not particularly strong against. Same with sliders down and in. So if I'm Juan Soto, right, I'm thinking about all this. I go, okay, I'm hitting the ball oppo most of the time. They're pitching me inside, and now I'm going to the park that will reward me the most, almost relative to any park in baseball, if I'm able to cover the inner third of the plate. And I think as Juan Soto, I like to think like the risk-reward of all this is like, if I want to have a 45-plus season, home run season, I have to figure out how to cover that inner third of the plate. And I think that's a key thing for him. And we can get into the nuances around that discussion, Jack. I think we have some fun ones we're going to dig through. But again, this is what we're talking about, right? Inner third of the plate. This is from hitter perspective. Imagine you're looking out at the pitcher. That inner portion, right, you see more of the blue, and then you go up and away. Top left of that graphic's the red. That's what we're talking about. He loves taking that pitch to center field and opposite field, especially four-seam fastballs. And he does it a little differently than a lot of guys in baseball, a lot of lefties that like it more on the inner third of the plate. So why not pull the ball? Come on.
So I love this data, and if we have it, we know that means the Yankees have it and Juan Soto has it. But I go back to the quote that Bob read at the beginning of this segment. He's saying, I'm Juan Soto. There's no reason for me to have to change, even at Yankee Stadium. But part of that quote was he said he is aware of that short right field porch. So you said, if you're Juan Soto, I'm going to make you James Rowson. I'm going to make you the Yankees hitting coach. How would you convince him to be more interested in trying to pull the ball?
Yeah, I think you have to do it with emphasizing the fact that we're not going to change who you are fundamentally as a hitter. And maybe there's a couple ways to do that. I think one of them is I was talking to some coaches about this, like this same case, Juan Soto, how would you get him to cover the inner third a little better, which he's done in his past. A lot of contact point training, really trying to get him out in front of the plate, making contact out in front of the plate. That's where your highest probability of pulled balls is. It's also your highest probability to do damage and slug is out in front of the plate. You also maybe want to play around with getting him a little more side bend, torso side bend. He's such a flat swinging hitter. You look at his follow through and his swing, it almost is parallel to the ground the entire time he's rotating. So if you get a little more side bend, maybe that covers the inner third, bottom down in against those depthy sliders a little better. So maybe present those two ideas and try to convince him that it's not going to change his approach a lot. We'll still let him flare balls to left field, but if a guy comes inside, or we think the book on a pitcher is for him to come inside, I really want Juan Soto to maybe step in, as you say, maybe closer to the plate or something along those lines.
That's what I was about to bring up. I think one easy way that we can follow him this year, everybody loves to watch him in the batter's box because of the histrionics, but what I think I'm going to keep an eye on is there any moment where he cheats a little bit and moves a little closer to the plate because some of the data that you're unveiling. I still think at the end of the day that he's a creature of habit, and hitting to the left side has worked for him. So I'm not sure that he's going to want to change, but every hitter needs to have this information presented to them and then decide if it's going to work for them.
And Soto's being smart by not giving it away, right? Maybe there's opportunities for me to do. Maybe this is something they've already started digging into. We don't know.
And so is his stance conducive to doing what you're saying, pulling the ball a little more? That wide stance gets that front foot down quickly. Yeah. Would that help him or hurt him in that respect?
I think it would. I'd love to bring out maybe our guy Flash, a better hitting mind than us here to help us out. But the main thing I want to point out, right, watch that shoulder relative to the bat as he follows through. Compared to a lot of other big power hitters, I like to think of like a Freddie Freeman along those lines. He's very kind of not parallel to the ground as he rotates. But with Soto, I always think of that dynamic of him wanting to get his arms extended, his body, watch the bat again relative to the shoulders, almost finishes below the shoulders. It's relatively unique for a hitter like him. That allows him to take those balls to center and to left field, allows him to slug at the top of the zone against four-seam. I just want a little more side bend, get him inside, hit some balls out to right.
You mentioned another hitting mind. So I reached out to Paul O'Neill because in some ways he was Juan Soto before Juan Soto. And I'm not saying he was the hitter that Juan Soto has been in his career, but you're talking about a line drive hitter and a guy who went from Cincinnati to Yankee Stadium, and I said, did you try to make any changes? And Paul said, I didn't. I was a line drive hitter who liked to spray the ball all over the field. He also said, remember, Lou Piniella tried to make him a home run hitter in Cincinnati, so that didn't work for him. And then I'd love your reaction to this because Paul said, Soto's power is going to play all over Yankee Stadium, so don't try and just pull the ball, because when you hit one, whether you pull it or hit it opposite, it's going out.
Yeah, that maybe is the middle ground that we've come to, right? Is like, I think maybe it's more of a preparation thing against a particular kind of pitcher who the Yankees maybe know will try to pitch inside against Juan Soto. In those days, maybe you go into the cage early, you work on that contact point drill, get him out in front of the plate and in front of the ball, and try to push him that way. But then in other scenarios, try to keep him in who he is, because regardless if the batting average drops a little, he's still going to get on base like 45–50% of the time. That's the asset. I just want to make him even better. I want a 45+ home run season. Then you're challenging Aaron Judge for MVP. 1-2 and MVP in the AL, that'd be amazing, right?
Lance, great stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, we're a little smarter now, Jack, aren't we?
Before we let him go, I wanted him to be Aaron Boone as well. Quickly, where's he hitting in the lineup?
I'll go 1. Give me him 1, get on base, and then Judge 2. Come on, that's like 120 RBIs.
I had Soto 2 and Judge 3, so we'll make a gentleman's bet, and we'll see. I'm going to lead off with LeMahieu.
Okay. Gentleman's
Second
bet.
half LeMahieu.
Okay.
Gentleman's bet.
Let's book that, and we'll see what comes around.